Update on the world tropics. France will get tropical storm which has intensified and it's gonna mighty finally go out to sea here. You can clearly see the points in the code that are in danger. Really isn't any. But on the other side of the world, which I made that like a flippin' pancake noise. The Weekend in Arlene. Arlene, my favorite name on the list. Besides Celia Simpson. It's a good, relatively harmless mom and it's gonna move out and sing a weep. And now we have to do the argument of the JTWC. And we get more stuff in the Tropics and Garage, which apparently is dissipated now, the final one in alright. And this is it's gonna move it to Cambodia if I'm correct. Mainly about Vietnam, and I don't think this Cambodia might be. Malacca is gonna move and hit Japan, so the Kyoto region, as far as Tokyo, should be on the lookout. Because EWO 2 is out. If it begins to sound, it could make one of the biggest loops. And I see this following Marantai, which is a Cat 5. It's Cat 5 of the 8 months. That's gonna make landfall in China, getting the France nipple cone of the year. And Luzon still not out of the question. It seems to be moving on. But
residence, Gonzo, the Tamandua, was absolutely fascinated by our cameras. And while we could have filmed an episode with him, we also had the unique opportunity to film with Peru, the smallest Tamandua you have ever seen. Get ready for your hunting home. This might be the cutest animal you've ever featured.
And before we go to that, it's nice to know that this is having fun.
This little bizarre creature has me on the run. Is a lesser anteater.
This is Malacca, says Savannah Tropical Farm. It has a hook into the Kyoto area, making landfall on island. It's not really the exact track. Where it has it looks like it's trying to make a main area in Korea landfall. And this is Marantai, which it hasn't moved pretty much to China, not doing the famous and yes, that is that. Now we're moving on to the satellites. I wish I could edit this and add the satellite. I'm trying to read my own, but I'm not going to say if I can do that. And that. And 95L, which is alphabetical here. Now this thing has a medium% chance, and that would be Julia if it does. But Francis Ian, I don't relatively see much of this from Ian. And you can see Ian here, how it's relatively organized, and where it is, they might need to change the imagery speed. It's been out of the center for really all of its life. It's looking more like a square, and this is the first time it was ever used. And what's really, besides one choice, on the triangle, which is it's pretty much in the main circulation at this point. And that's how the motion is getting, it's not really behind it. And right here is where it really is the cloud series. So imagine weighing over that. And now I just think there's a lot of, yep, it doesn't really have a lot of colorful red. And not really a lot of cloud covering. More or less a little dot compared to what Halloween has been. Which is weakening, but that didn't happen at one point, I imagine. And it appears to be slowly moving, as it looks like it's been trying to go that way, but rotating the opposite way. And you can see that it is weakening. I don't know really if it's moving much, but this is what you can't see visibly. It's pretty much falling apart. This place in the main center, and it drifts, and it's sharing out moisture with which was help. I don't think that's wrong, but you can clearly see how it looks to be just stalling out there. Malakas. This is the concept image we've seen in Malakas. It appears to be feeling it's kind of an evil case. But Malakas is organizing as it makes its way towards a landfall, but right now it's a homeless something else to see. And I don't know which clouds that's from or anti. And you can see I was not really producing much semi-atomic activity even though you just saw it all. And it's making a bit of rain, so you well, not really a lot, so this is like, this is the main center. Just a flare-up center. And I could easily promote it, and it would be a big one. Rye is not special, and we're not going to say marine type change. Okay. You can see, it looks like it's weakening also to become an angular. And it's really just probably trying to fit. And it looks like it's kind of wobbling. So I think weakening is inevitable because the eye had a finger shrunk. And it doesn't really have a pinhole line, but what an intense amount this has became. You see all the rain in it right here. It's not really over. A lot of it is really not over. Open seas, more or less, it's over. Vietnam is getting some of it, but a lot is getting also lose on. So you might be looking at fluctuation of rain. And this is the ground vapor imagery of it. You can see it's really just been dawdling now, and it looks like it's moving off towards the tip of Taiwan. Which this is gonna be a scary moment from that area as it moves through. Especially from Taiwan and the northern Philippines, since it could make landfall. If it really wanted to, it could. So you're not really safe from marine time. This is the one that those in China should be watching because it does retain intensity before this landfall. China usually already began making preparations as it draws near. The solding addition, if it makes a damage to landfall, we're going to see in the marine type, which is very close to the drive. Anyway, that is the tropics. I will show you the cases now.
Great pictures your family members. Speaking of Gucci monkeys. No, they're not the only. They tried to poop on me once, twice.
And that is Eno Museum. That's the current image, just raising up the coast. And you can see him all. Ian is very notable because it looks more organized and it's really piecing itself together. You can see Ian's proximity and size to the land.
And they can be aggressive, so we do have to be careful. There's also
and this is what it looks like in the E-Pack and C-Pack. This is the only way I can get my weight on it. You really see it, it looks like it really is stalling, struggling to really move. That's what I say. You see its size when compared to the other clouds and its relative distance to land. Not really in the water, so if it does move the way it is and not stalling it, there's no land is involved. Now this will be a good comparison. Lion Rock is just that one, I don't know the one of them I believe is this one, yeah. That's miraculous, but you can really see the size. Compared to the land, when it's not close up. A marine town compared to the general area. And the size of it in general. But that being said, this is the end of the recording. Stay safe. Just stay safe out of the Douglas models. There's wait. Everybody's thinking everything is the Douglas model. And where I think it's gonna go. Dollars. It's gonna go south and wing up. Anyways, stay